Gord, here we are in front of the second piece of the puzzle of this all-electric home, powered by the sun, control your energy costs. Can you share with everybody a little bit about what we're looking at?
Sure. This is what's referred to as the inverter. We use power at 120 volts or 220 volts for our daily activities. That's not what's being generated. That's not the voltage that's being generated on the roof. So this just inverts the power from the roof, gets us down to the 120, the 110. The issue always is, what about safety as I change voltage and so on? So it's installed within the latest codes and disconnects and so on, that all the electrical authorities would say, hey, this has got to be supremely safe, and there's no issues with that. But this is kind of cool. This says when the sun's shining, even if there's not power coming from the grid, there's still power coming here, and it can get to 120 to 240 volts. So it can feed the Tesla Powerwall, for example, or it still can be used within the house. So it's an important piece. Of course, they've been around for years, decades. This is the newest, latest, greatest technology, more reliable, better conversion rate. So it's just kind of cool to see the latest of the technology, of no surprise, in your houses. And then you can imagine, I'm really excited to see this guy. This is the newest of the smart electrical panels. Everybody's familiar with, the breaker systems, the safety. A breaker will go and to come downstairs and flip the breaker. But what if we could be smarter than that? And this is exactly what this is. Every one of these circuits is matched up, so it knows exactly what's going on. It can report back to you, is there a problem in the line? You could even turn it on or off remotely. I always like to tell a story. The first of the LEED buildings downtown Toronto, 2006, they had this technology. We're up in the 42nd floor. I said, could somebody turn off, can we get the maintenance guy to turn off the fan up here to do this research? Yeah, no problem. He got on his phone, called some guy in Pickering, and said, hey, could you turn off the fan on the 42nd floor? That technology was available then. It hasn't been available up to now. This gives a new level of sophistication, and it has community benefits as well, because the electrical authority, the electrical utilities are really worried about the way we use power throughout the day. They'd like to be able to manage without causing any inconvenience. They'd like to be able to take out the peaks and the valleys, and this is allowing that kind of technology to take place. And kind of cool, you guys have a dashboard that shows people how the energy use. How have you found that? Are people excited by that?
People are very excited about it. We've been sensing it, consumers have been coming, they're very interested in buying a better built home, a home that's not going to be obsolete in 10 years, and they're very interested in just the overall energy strategy for their comfort and convenience and cost, and they're looking for something that allows them a little bit of control and peace of mind. So when we tell people that not only can they generate their own energy, but they can also manage the way their house uses energy in very simple ways. So you don't have to be a building science expert to know how to do that anymore. All of a sudden it's an app on the phone.
And again, when you're away, just leaving the house, did I forget? Now turn off. This new panel technology fits really well into that dashboard concept. And as I say, it's new in housing. It's not new to the industry. But boy, this is one of those ones where I wish I had that. Even in my 8-year-old net zero house, where we have a simple dashboard that says, here's how much you're using, wouldn't it be nice now to be able to make some decisions? I like the word you said, control, right? Just give me a little more control over how I'm using my power. So imagine the benefits of individual homeowners, and then community at large. When you think about what Watercolors is doing here in Westport, a whole community of these kinds of houses, boy, the electrical utilities are going to be really excited to know what's possible. So thanks for bringing on the new technology. It's kind of cool.
Thank you. I think, Gord, also when I think about this, there's also an element of flexibility that most people, when they're thinking about the way that they've operated with power outs, this offers a degree of flexibility that is not, homeowners haven't had in the past.
Absolutely true, right? It was generator running or not. What can I do in my house? This absolutely. Now you can make selections and say, what's most important for me this part of the day, the next part of the day? This very cool.
What's most important for me?
Yeah.